a 14-year-old girl. Does she watch it?
I do. She, in her words, it's cringe to watch me.
For sure.
I'm sure you're familiar with this word.
Sure.
To watch me on it, but all her friends, I mean, she is right in that key demo right now.
Okay.
So at school or friends, you know, this was actually really sweet. You know, when I was a kid, I remember you were told to write a little letter and send it to somebody you admired, whether it be, you know, it can be in the public eye. Kids from her class were sending me notes as their assignment. So I went and got them signed posters, and I was like, oh my God, you got like the most beautiful letters coming from kids in her grade.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Wait, speaking of your daughter, you recently dressed up as her, so why?
I did.
Were you trying to embarrass her, or like what was the goal?
She was like, we should do this TikTok thing, Dad. And a friend of hers had shown it to her, and I was like, all right, what is it? And then she had, if you just saw the outfit she picked for me to wear before that, I was like, first of all, I don't want you wearing that outfit, let alone me wearing that outfit.
When you pay your rent, ma'am, you can wear that.
And then I was like, you don't sleep? No, we're not sleeping in those pajamas. And so she put me in these pajamas that didn't fit very well, and I exposed myself in a very uncomfortable manner.
The hands on the hips. She doesn't walk in.
As people often say, Tim Bradford would hate Eric Winter.
It's this side. It's this side. So wait, well, speaking of pranks and awesome things, the whole cast is in on pranks, right?
Big time.
What is like a favorite that's happened?
Well, one was a TikTok trend that I did, which was this chicken dance with Lizeth. I don't know if you saw that. It was like 250 million views.
What do you have to do? What did you do?
I basically told her all these different shows are competing about closing their eyes and who can chicken dance the best, but we can't bump into each other. That's the thing. And we put her in the front. We went from by height.
Yeah.
And as soon as she did it, we all, the song goes, we all backed off, and she was just left there by herself going crazy. And she went so hard on the dance, it was bonkers. So that was a really, I've done a bunch of these TikTok pranks, like bad. Nobody trusts me now with TikTok. And I did this one thing. There was a fake loaf of bread. It was bad. You have to watch it now. You'll go like,
can't wait.
Oh my God. There was a fake loaf of bread in Lucy's apartment a long time ago, and I thought it was just the funniest thing. And so I took it, and little by little throughout like scenes and episodes, I would just plant the bread in the middle of a scene somewhere.
I love it.
And it would be like, I'd be in a scene doing a whole, you know, in the chair, and I'd leave the bread, pull it out of my pants and put it in the chair, and I'd go up and walk over here, and somebody had to come and sit near me, and then they were sitting on a piece of bread, and they're like, the whole time doing the scene with this bread like stuck to them. One time I pulled it out of my pocket in the middle of a scene of like 5 people, and I just dropped it on the floor, and I kicked it to the next person with a line. And then they got on and went, okay, and then they did the line and kicked it. And the whole scene, we were just kicking this piece of bread around in a very serious, intense
This is almost like something you would do in acting class to keep your, keep in character.
Focused.
Oh my gosh.
It was really fun.
Is there anyone, you don't have to say who it is, but is there one person that is not into pranks that you just enjoy
No,
pranking?
everybody's really into pranks, but the one that I love pranking the most is Richard T. Jones. He is delightful to prank. I mean, it's just a constant competition to like whatever I have, he wants, whatever I order, he wants. So I pranked him with this Bugatti trend on TikTok. I pranked him with this, give me this money, like this clapping thing, and everybody claps, and then it got to him and nobody clapped. And he just face dropped. It was so fun.
Those are the ones.
Getting him is
it's always, there's always one person. It's like, if I got you, it's a win.
He's my favorite.